It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Giants, leader at quarterback. He's coming off a strong week, finishing with 350 yards passing. It's the Giants and the Commanders on Monday night.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 20 carries, 86 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
From the gun on third down, McCord. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. He finds his man complete. That's Harrison. 13 yards there and a Washington first. On the counter, it's Henderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run once more with Henderson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. McCord. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Operating from the gun. McCord. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCord. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. To throw on 2nd down. McCarthy finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at the 20. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. McCord over the middle. He'll get it to Harrison. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Henderson will try to run for the first. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st down, McCarthy. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
New York set to take the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it at around the 40. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCord. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. 17-0 our score after 1. And Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. And just shutting him off there. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. McCarthy. He finds his man. Complete. It's Morgan. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a Giants 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. On 1st and 10, McCarthy. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Caught. It's Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Off play action. McCarthy. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Morris. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Off the play fake. McCarthy, he gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Again, it's Johnson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. McCarthy. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. McCord hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Warren to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, McCord. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. McCord throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught inside the 25. drive. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after try forthcoming. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. McCord. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
That pass complete to Moore.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morgan.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. McCord, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a completion to Wilson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. To throw on 2nd down. McCord. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Henderson running straight ahead.
He'll take this to the 46.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And New York set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean...
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Again, it's Henderson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Back to throw. McCord.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. McCord.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. McCord. He finds his man complete. That's Fleming. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3rd down and 6.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw here. To the right side, and he's got more complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. He'll drop to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. McCord. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. McCord. Oh, and that is incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at the 33.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and 11. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Giants on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And he's able to get it out of there. Fielded at the 43.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Morgan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Throwing on 1st down. McCord looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fleming. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st down, McCord. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun to give to Henderson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. McCord. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morgan.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Here's 1st down.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Washington, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.